Yeah, this was our original art piece right here. So that gave us the idea to come up with more panels. It really is because we understood that being in Nigeria, we needed to represent Africa in what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we are Afro-Latino, which is a combination of Africa and Latin America, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So this is our bookshelf, if you will, and so we have books for sale. People who have come to present here, we do them the favor of selling what they have presented.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and more artwork that we have here. Yeah.
Use
Uh-huh.
the form like something like an organization called Advocacy. So these are young people like you and I that are using art to advocate for a better society and better opportunities for ourselves. You understand?
Yeah.
So this event was a sip and paint that we had, and we had it here. You understand? So we like to do some of our events here, and we had it here. So if you look at this, each of them, you can see that they are really talking about specific things. When you look at them very well, and it's about like what's happening in our country, kind of like justice, you know. So that's what this artworks are all about. So if you look at them, you see that they're telling or talking about things in this country, justice, you know, better land for ourselves, fighting for our rights and something like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
We have been here for 2 years now. We started in 2022. So this is, I should say, welcome to the Association for Spanish Language Advancement in Nigeria, otherwise known as Slang Global. The name is a bit too long, so we kind of shortened it to Slang Global. But Slang Global is actually a good representation of what we're trying to accomplish here. So the key phrase here is Spanish. With Spanish, we want to make connections. We want to make connections beyond Nigeria, connections with Spain, which is the birthplace of the Spanish language. But historically, Spanish traveled across the Atlantic to a place called the Americas and to other parts, you know, even in West Africa here. So, knowing that Nigerians do not speak Spanish, we brought Spanish to Nigeria to be able to make the connections with Spain, with Latin America, with the Caribbean, particularly the Spanish-speaking African diaspora. Okay, so someone might say to me, so what is the the Spanish-speaking African diaspora? So that would be the result of the slave trade, more specifically the transatlantic slave trade, also known as the Middle Passage, that occurred starting effectively in the 16th century. And this was when millions of Africans were taken from here to the Americas because America had been discovered in 1492 by Christopher Columbus, and so there was a need for labor, and the Africans were seen to be capable of providing that labor. So millions of men, women, children were transported. We're looking at a history of about 366 years of Africans being kidnapped and transported to these places. So we are interested particularly in the descendants of those Africans that speak Spanish.
Okay.
And that's really, at the end of the day, the goal of why we're here. We wanted to have our headquarters in Nigeria for the obvious reason, which is Spanish, but you cannot learn a language in a vacuum. Language goes with culture, okay? So the fact that we're here means that we have to recognize the heritage of the people that come from here, and these are the Igbo people. So the Igbo heritage is absolutely tremendous, and that's what you kind of see captured in most of the art pieces here. Some of them are contemporary, but the idea is that the people who created this are mostly Igbo-speaking or indigenous artists, not all of them, but some of them. And the idea is that while we come here seeking connections, we also want to let people in the Caribbean and Latin America know about our heritage. You mentioned salsa, but we do other things. So we teach, we offer Spanish language classes. We prepare students for outcomes that you might get from learning Spanish. Bienvenidos a este espacio. Este lugar se llama Slang Global. ¿Y qué es lo que hacemos aquí? Bueno, hacemos un montón de cosas, ¿verdad? Por ejemplo, como ustedes pueden escuchar, allí arriba hay la música salsa. Aquí tenemos clases de baile y cada viernes viene la gente a practicar y a bailar. Y además también enseñamos español. Así que bienvenidos, por favor, que vengan a visitarnos aquí en Slang Global. I just, in a nutshell, I said we do salsa, and I'm saying welcome to everybody that should come and visit us here at Slang Global.
One more time.
I saw you do this stunt and the whole salsa dance move. Sorry, I'm doing my hands like that. So can you share us your journey through this salsa dance training so far?
Okay, well, it's really been interesting and fun actually because, you know, when I came here for the first time, I actually knew about salsa before coming here, you understand? Okay. So it's something I've always liked and would like to learn and maybe be in a place where they usually dance it. So coming here was like very nice. I wouldn't say I could dance it, I could not actually dance it, you understand, but with the help of Mr. Paul, I started learning and improving, you understand. It's really been very interesting and fun because sometimes people come, so everybody gets to like dance, then laugh with each other, you understand? So that's just basically it.
So like how long did it take you to learn that particular stunt where he threw you and your leg crossed over his neck and all that?
To be very, very honest, the first time I saw that stunt was last year in one of the class, I think around November, if I'm not mistaken, either October, exactly 1 year from now.
Okay.
But that was like the first time he did it and I wasn't the one that did the stunt, to be very honest. I just saw it, I was like, nah, I'm not doing this, like,
You're
nah,
scared
bruh.
you're going to fall down.
I'm scared I'm going to fall down, but there was something we were trying to work on. So I was like, I saw a video where the people danced like that and I sent it to him like, let's try this thing again. So to be very honest, today is actually me, yes, me doing it actually, you understand? Yes.
Today?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. I've seen them do it because he introduced it in the class that time last year, but I was like, no, I'm not doing this one. No.
Okay.
I beg, before I fall.
What do you love most about this salsa dance? Is it the leg throwing or the stunt, or you just love everything that has to do with salsa dance?
Everything.
Is it like a passion or what?
Everything. Now the salsa is dance, and to me it's kind of like therapeutic
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you're free to express yourself. Sometimes when you don't have the words, it's just like sing, you just sing to block out the noise. So sometimes I just love salsa because you can move the way you want. Yeah, and it's like expressing oneself, so that's why I love it.
We have over 40 students in this community, and they come and go. Many are busy and all, but we're growing. We're trying to build a community of salsa here in Enugu State. We have them in Lagos, growing massively in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and the rest. But we're trying to build this community here in Enugu, this salsa community, and it has come to stay here in Slang Global. And we invite every person, every young mind to come and be part of this beautiful dance. Let's make this dance, as the name sounds, sauce, salsa. You know, let's put some salsa into our life. Let's put some sauce into our life because it's therapeutic.
That's gracias, guys.